What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel, and today we're going to be talking about Battlefield 6, which is a game that I've just been so excited to play, and there's something that they're doing that I think could change the landscape for first-person shooter in a really major way. So stick around, and we're going to talk about all of it. You guys know what to do if you like the channel. You know what to do if you like the video, and with all that aside, let's get right into it.
My fellow citizens, my fellow. We will prevail.
We're ready, Mr. President.
My fellow citizens.
So I'll briefly mention the campaign because I already talked about it in another video, but yeah, it's going to be about 6 hours long. It's going to be between NATO and Pax Armada, which is a private military corporation. We'll see more when it comes out, and I'm excited to play it. I'm really glad that they put it back in the game. But the real meat and potatoes of this conversation is going to be talking about the multiplayer, because that's what I'm here for. I'm glad that they're adding the campaign, but I play Battlefield for the multiplayer experience and all the crazy moments that you get doing that.
Left side, contact!
Got him. Can't grenade.
Hit it.
That was sick, dude.
There's more. What? I jumped. 250 meters away.
Oh!
Nice, nice.
Yo, that was nasty. Yeah, moments like those you just don't really get in any other game, and Battlefield has just got a special place in my heart, and I'm just so excited to see what Battlefield 6 is going to be all about. So let's talk about the Battlefield multiplayer and all the stuff that's going on with that. Battlefield 6 is set to release with 9 maps with a return to a grittier look like Battlefields 3 and 4. I'm really excited to try them out, and what I've seen so far, they look really fun, and I cannot wait to get my hands on them. About half of these maps that the game is dropping with are going to be more focused for close quarter combat, which means destruction is going to be a major element in kind of shaping how the gameplay is and how the game flow is, because you can just destroy whole buildings and it opens up new lanes. It's going to be really great. And then the other half are bigger maps for sure. And they're also adding Operation Firestorm, which is a map from Battlefield 3, which I never got to play, and I'm really excited to try that one out. But yeah, it's about half and half for the map sizes, and I can't wait to play them. I can't wait to see what else they drop for the maps that are coming up in the post-launch support, because if DICE does one thing really well, it's make maps, and each one has its own little story, and it's just got its own feel. I cannot wait to see what they drop. Whether it's a big map, whether it's a small map, they're all really fun, and I always have a great time on them. And I think Battlefield, well, DICE specifically, is just absolutely king at making big, large-scale maps. Even if it's like on a smaller map, I mean, it's just like a really great, they're just really, really good at it, is what I'm trying to say. The maps for Battlefield 6 are looking really good, really gritty, really nice. I can't wait to play them. The next thing I want to talk about is the game modes. It would not be a Battlefield title without the fan favorites, Conquest, Breakthrough, and Rush. Those are just staples of Battlefield, and they're always just going to be there, and they're some of my favorite things to play. I'm a big fan of Conquest. That's really the only thing I play, because there's just big battles, big maps, helicopters, jets, all that stuff. They're also bringing in Team Deathmatch, Squad Deathmatch, which I believe is a new one. They're bringing in Domination. I've seen that in Battlefield before. And then they're also doing King of the Hill, which I've never played in Battlefield as well. So they're definitely doing some new stuff. And another one that is new is called Escalation, which it sounds almost like a battle royale, where it's like it's going to be pushed into one big final fight. We'll see what that's like, but the whole battle royale is a totally separate thing, but it's like going to just be a game mode called Escalation that sounds a little bit like that, where everybody's getting pushed into one specific zone at the end. So it definitely seems like they're trying to do some new stuff alongside the things that are tried and true, and I cannot wait to hop in and check these game modes out for myself. But one of the biggest things in Battlefield 6 that I think is going to be changing the absolute game is going to be what's coming to Portal mode.
This new, more powerful version that features editing tools that will let you create even wilder experiences. That's not all. Got kills, closed weapons, and so much more. All with full progression and XP gain.
With updates to our UI and navigation systems, it will be easier than ever to find and share exciting new experiences made with Portal.
I mean, holy crap, man. This whole portal thing that they're doing with like making it be a creator type thing where it's like the community can actually do their own maps and all that stuff, kind of like Halo Forge. I think it's just going to be absolutely massive for Battlefield and gaming as a whole because Fortnite did something similar where they had a map creator and like a game creator kind of like where the community could make things and it popped off. Like it was just absolutely massive. And I think for Battlefield, it would just be so huge if they did this right. And I cannot wait to see what's going to happen with portal mode because of all this. You got to think about it like this because the community usually has their own ideas. There's so many people and personalities, and there's so much more possibility there than like a development studio. And that's not to say the development studios don't do well. I'm saying the community has their own ideas, and these types of things like Halo Forge and the Fortnite creator one, and this now with Portal is just it opens up the door to so many possibilities. And I'm pretty sure Battle Royale started as an Arma 3 mod. Like the community made that. It wasn't like the developers were thinking about it like that. Like somebody thought about that and just made it a game mode as a mod. And that's kind of like what you can do with these types of things in Portal. Like I can imagine so many cool things and I just cannot wait to see what it's all going to be about and what the community ends up doing for Battlefield 6, and it just might be like one of the biggest things ever. Like it's just there's so many, it's an infinite amount of possibilities. So we'll see what that's going to be like. I'm just so excited that I'm here for the journey. And honestly, I'm going to make a prediction that Call of Duty does something similar in the coming years because I think if you're not doing something like this, your game is just going to be left to die. This live service situation is very tough to stay relevant in. And we kind of saw Battlefield fall apart with Battlefield 2042. And I think they're just coming back in such a major way. And I really think they're trying to poach a lot of people from Call of Duty. And honestly, I really think they're going to. I think this game is just going to be absolutely so massive. And I just can't wait to play. I can't wait to see what it's going to be all about. And I think Call of Duty's got to keep up. I think they got to make some changes. I think they got to really rethink some things if they want to stay relevant because Call of Duty is just a juggernaut. It's going to always sell. It's going to always be really, really great. But Battlefield is coming back with a vengeance. And I think they're really going to poach a lot of people from Call of Duty. So Call of Duty better start listening to their community because that's something they seem to just not do a lot at all. And they need to fix their cheating situation. It still remains to be seen what the cheating situation is going to be like in Battlefield 6. But in any Battlefield game that I've played, I have not really come across too many cheaters. So the moral of that story is I think Battlefield 6 is coming for a lot of Call of Duty's players. And I think that's where they're looking to get most of their players from, the new players. Because they're also doing the Battle Royale map. And they're doing this portal thing, which is just going to be absolutely massive. And I just think it's just I think they're gonna succeed. Maybe not getting 100 million, but I think they're gonna succeed in a really major way with bringing a lot of people to Battlefield and just making sure that they have just a really great game for a lot of people to play. And honestly, keep building on top of that, which is going to just be, it's going to make it even better. And this portal thing is just going to evolve. And I really think Battlefield is doing a lot of things right. The next thing I wanted to talk about is the betas. So there's going to be an early access beta from the 7th to the 8th. And that's if you got it like a Twitch drop or if you signed up for Battlefield Labs anytime before July 31st, you would have access to the early access one. But then on the 9th and the 10th, there's going to be an open beta. So anybody can try it out. And they're also doing the same thing on the 14th to the 17th. It's just going to be anybody who can play, and you don't have to pay for anything. You can just download the beta and play it, which is really awesome for EA because that sounds like something they wouldn't do. So it's really great to see them do that and to see that you can tell that that's like a really big motivating factor. They want to bring as many people in. They're not going to charge for the beta. So I'm really excited to play it, and the early access starts on the 7th and 8th, and I hope to see you there because I signed up for Battlefield Labs. And the next thing I wanted to talk about is the Battle Royale because they definitely did a little teaser for it at the end of their showcase.
Battlefield 6 launching on October 10th.
October 10th, man, that is really close. That is right around the corner, honestly. I wish I was at this event. It looks like it was so fun. What a great event. Maybe someday, EA.
So from everyone at Battlefield Studios across Criterion, DICE, Motive,
and Ripple Effect.
Hold on. There is one more thing.
Suspected of doing the BR.
We have said that Ripple Effect was working on a brand new experience for Battlefield.
Oh, shoot.
Well,
I might have to cut the music a little bit here. So we got helicopters, we got a tank right there. I don't know, that might be a little cheesy. We'll see how it goes. Got some squads. got a golf cart, and the fire. So it's supposed to be gas, is what the leak said, but it looks like it's going to be fire. But man, that is so exciting. There is just so much here to be excited about with Battlefield 6, and I'm glad you guys are on this journey with me as I make content about it. You guys know what to do if you like this channel. You know what to do if you like this video. I hope you guys have a good rest of your day.